guys, welcome to my channel today. So as you can see, I've got almost a finished layout here in front of you. I don't know what happened. I started this page yesterday and I don't know what happened to my footage. It's bizarre, but anyway, this is where I'm up to. This is the cut file that I'm working with. I believe it's called Get Messy. It'll be linked in the description box below. I'm using the super cute and fun Crafting with My Nomies collection by Photo Play Paper. This one. And I am scrapbooking this photo of the current Cut To You design team. So you can see all my layers here. I just got to playing with the pretty things and laid them out. I felt that I didn't have enough choice in the embellishment pack, so I've jumped into my stash and pulled out a few extra tags and journaling cards and things, and I've got to this point and then realized that my footage is gone. So I'm going to continue putting my page together, which is the next bit of the process that you'll see, but I wanted to show you my background here. Just try and keep these how I want to set them out. So obviously I've got my background papers there. I haven't stuck my background down properly. I thought I was going to stitch, but now I think I changed my mind. When I was just dressing the edge that tall, but that's okay. For my background, I've used this stencil. It is a TCW stencil, and my blending brush and Black Soot Distress Oxide ink. And then I just added some splatters. I pulled mostly from like the colours from the cut file, so the yellow, the bluey tealy colour, and then the pink. So the pink spray that I've splattered with is Colour Shine in pink. The bluey tealy colour is this one. It's called an Aida Mist, I think, by 13 Arts, and this one is called Chalk Turquoise Light. And then the yellow that I've used is Colourings Little Yellow School Bus. And so you can see that there. I'm going to pop up my cut file so that it sits a little bit higher than my photo. I'll stick everything down and then you can watch the rest of the page come together. Like I said, I'm not sure what happened to the rest of my video, but I hope you enjoy the rest of my process. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to start by adding foam tape to the back of my cut file. This is the Big Mama, I think that's the original one, I don't know, from Spiegel Mum Scraps. I've just added that all over the back of the cut file, and I'm going to stick that down in a sec. First I want to make sure I've got the position correctly, so I'm starting by sticking my photo down, which I've put a couple of layers of paper behind, and also some, I think I used scrap cardboard, I'm not sure, can't remember. And I'm using the grid lines in the background to line things up here. You can see I'm just checking that before I smush it down, and I'm able to lift it up. Happy with that. And on to the next bit. So I decided to stick down the border. At this point I still wasn't sure if I was going to add stitching. If you have seen the finished page though, which you should have at the beginning, you'll see that I did add stitching not only to the border but also a couple of other places on my journaling card. I just felt like it needed something, and I thought the stitching would work really well, so I went with some black thread. Sorry, I just need a drink of water. So I'm re-adding all my layers here, distressing all the things just for a bit of texture and interest. And I do muck around with these embellishments a fair bit. Chop and change, well, not so much chop and change them, but I move them around, and I'm not sure about which layer to tack this into, and I do cut some of that out, but most of my process
has been left in for you. I am, like I said, distressing all the edges of everything, gluing everything down. I just want to chop off the top part of this tag. Yeah, it's pretty much the same process over and over again. Distress, add foam tape, stick. I did chop out apart a reasonable portion of this though, because you do get to watch me move the same embellishments around 14,000 times, and I did chop about half of that out because it's not exciting viewing. Yeah, it was these bits here. I think I'm going to go back in and cut some more of it out though as well, because there was lots of it. It took me ages to get it just right, just the way I wanted it. So I'm pretty happy with that, but I'm going to change it in a minute, because I decided that I'm not happy with that, because that's just how we roll, right? So, how are you anyway, my scrappy friends? I haven't had a chance to say hi and check in with you guys. Hope that if you are here in Australia like me, you are not too cold, you are managing to stay warm. Those of you in the US, I am incredibly envious of your weather situation at the moment. If you are experiencing the beautifulness of summer, it's cold here, and I don't love the cold. I'm cold at the best of times. So, yes. What's new? What new scrapbooking collections have you been buying or looking at? What are you trying desperately not to buy because you know that you've got enough already? You know, because we've all got enough, apparently. But somehow our collections just keep growing in our craft rooms. I don't know how that happens. Yeah, so I'm about to start school holidays here for 2 weeks. I'm working the first week of the holidays, but my husband's home. He is on boy duty and I am still working. And the second week I've got off with them, so we might go to the movies. We've got a few things happening in our real lives as well. I'm not going to go into the details. I'm just, so just trying to get through each day at the moment. I wanted to point out there, I don't know if anyone else has used this or discovered this. I just pulled up something that I'd stuck down with it's called Yoo-Hoo Undo. If you're here in Australia, you can buy it from Bunnings. It is the best stuff ever. I do recommend that if you get your hands on some and you start using it, every time you see some, buy some, because it's hit and miss whether you can get it or not. One of my best friends found me my first bottle, and I have never looked back. I stick things down all the time when I probably shouldn't, and it really is a saviour for when you can't normally just pull the whatever it is you've stuck down in the wrong place off. I use it all the time, but I found that I can use it on like printed real scrapbooking collections, but I can also use it on my hybrid ones that I do, so all my Tracy Reed digitals that I print out. I found that I can use it on that and it doesn't affect the print at all. It's incredible stuff. So I'm still working on my layers, distressing everything, adding the foam tape. This collection is so fun. Managed to sneak one little gnome in, which is what I'm working on here. She's so cute. Tell me. So I end up, spoiler alert, I end up not using this typewriter. Again, if you've seen the final layout, you will know that I don't use that typewriter, but the more I look at it, the more I think it looks really cute down on the bottom there, like kind of completing that title. What do you think? Let me know. Should I stick it on? I think it's really cute, and yeah, the more I look at it, the more I'm like, why didn't you leave it there? But that's okay. My gnome was a little bit like floppy on one side. Put it on, take it off, put it on, take it off. I just couldn't work it out. Then I saw these. I'm like, I've got to add these in because why not? Scissors and a paintbrush. They are things that I'm always using. Always using. There we go. And then I'm going to add in I tried the tape runner, but I'm going to add in a yellow heart. Yep, happy with how that looks. I just wanted to keep adding things to this one. See, there goes that typewriter again. Some enamel dots. These ones are in my little bowl of bits and pieces that I'm trying to move through and get rid of. And some of them, when I peel them off, you can see the sticky bit still on the sheet there. But that green on there was the perfect green for this collection. So I used the green, the pink and the blue. And I'm going to, so you can see I'm just showing, I've got the 2 lots of 3 and I'm going to add my 3rd lot of 3 over here onto the side. And then that is going to finish off my layout. These were being so stubborn. I was having such a hard time getting them to stay where I wanted them. But that is my layout done for today. Create, take chances, get messy. I love this cut file. As soon as I saw it, I knew I had to use it. You can see my stitching there. If you have any questions, I've added some stamping as well onto that, like the plain white piece. I did some stamping with an outline alphabet and then coloured that in with my Prismacolor pencils. So if you have any questions, please make sure you drop them below. As always, thank you ever so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate the time you choose to spend with me. And I hope that you have enjoyed my share today. I will see you in my next video.